our recap of episode 14 of BB17.
I'm sure everyone's been wondering what's going to happen this episode, and now we know.
Craziness. That's what's happening.
Well, Johnny Mac in an empty chair with 2 pillows are on the block.
All right, Audrey did not attend the power veto ceremony. She was just like, I opt out.
Now what?
We just see a hood and a pair of sunglasses and a blanket and hiding in a dentist chair.
All right, well, she went into the diary room and made a cocoon.
Just laid there
for 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Austin was getting so pissed because
they're supposed to do a twin swap and
he
it was held up.
stuck with Julia for an extra 5 hours. That's 5 hours less with his precious Liz.
True.
Who doesn't really like him.
So then, Audrey finally comes out of the diary room, not as a butterfly, but still in the cocoon, and James cooks her a nice-ass omelet.
That was huge. That must have been like a 6-egg omelet.
It was crazy.
She was just like...
I would have been like...
They didn't show the storage room when she went and got some sponge cake.
That was like such a non-event, but we thought it was hilarious.
Or when she freaked out and started singing... Is this real?
Is this really real? Shelly stabbed me in the... We'll save it for the puppet show.
Alright. Well, it's Julie check-in time, and guess what? Audrey's at the live show.
She looks so nice, too.
She really did look nice.
I really wish she had enjoyed this week more. No, I mean, yeah, you're going out, but at least, like, enjoy the rest of your time.
Game. Yeah. It's a game. It's really a game.
I know.
Well,
a big thing in this week's game was the Backstreet Boys.
All right, Jason, guess what? You've taken the country by storm.
Jason, Johnny Mac, and Liz Julia. So there was even a tweet from the actual Backstreet Boys.
They were like, yeah, we want a live performance.
Moves. Yeah. I was hoping for this, and we got it, but they messed up their music.
And Julie was so freaking impatient. She was like, come on, let's see some moves.
And they didn't know when to start because the music was all messed up.
Oh my god.
That ending, the new ending, was great.
I love how Julie threw them under the bus.
Come on, Julie. Let's see you do it, Julie.
All right. Another pantsuit? Really? All right, Audrey.
It wasn't a pantsuit, it was a jumpsuit.
Oh, okay. It was another jumpsuit? Really?
What do you have against jumpsuits? Okay, so it's time to do a little segment on Audrey because we know she's going this week.
Her family's watching at home. She comes from a small town. It seemed like they're really, really supportive of her being on the show.
It was very sweet.
Supportive of her transgender journey in general.
Yeah.
Say that fast 10 times.
And this was a huge step for her to open up and talk about it on national television, on this huge platform.
And I didn't realize there's so many different, you know, transgender, transsexual, transvestite, trans. She prefers that she went through a transgender phase. But
no,
now
transitioning.
She transitioned. But now she's female.
Right.
I could see that.
It was kind of interesting to see her explain it to the different house guests throughout the season, especially Steve, because Steve is just kind of like, what's going on? So it was cool to watch her tell them about it.
The thing that I didn't like so much, it's minor. Her friend had called the people in the house ruthless savages.
Ruthless savages?
They weren't eating her legs. Come on.
They were asking her all week, like, do you want food? Are you good? And she was just like,
Why? Because they voted her out? Did you see her attack Jace in that clip that they showed? She wasn't very nice to him.
Not like he was that great either.
Did anything remotely like that to her, so...
I don't know. I mean, obviously they wanted to get that family package in there.
It was nice, though.
Yeah. It was nice to see her family and her home life.
Yes. Penalty vote for Audrey.
She ate real food this week. She was a have-not.
That's not all she did. She slept...
With the lights off during the day. She slept on the floor. She took a hot shower today. So, I mean, it was just like, she broke pretty much every have-not rule, but it all equals one penalty vote.
Alright, so it's time for the pleadings. I'm a little surprised that she did plead. It wasn't very
She wasn't asking for votes.
No.
No. She was like, yeah, this is my website if you want to look me up. And then she was like, I know you guys have been trying to get me out for a while, so Merry freaking Christmas.
Okay, and then Johnny Mac. Adorable, adorable Johnny Mac.
Give a shout out to all the bandmates.
Sorry about the tour bus. I'm sure I didn't get that stain out. All right,
It was
so that
great.
was really
Great comic
awesome.
relief. Loved it.
He is on fleek.
Yeah, always.
All right, so it's time for the vote, and as you may have guessed, it was unanimous, except for Austin/Judas.
Yeah. He's trying to stir things up. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, I hope it stirs his ass right out the door.
All right, so obviously Audrey was evicted, and on her way out, she was like, you know, she wasn't just like, F you all. She like walked out very nicely.
She didn't really want to give anybody a hug either. Vanessa
She
kind
hugged
of
Vanessa
forced
and
one
Shelley,
on her.
yeah.
Yeah.
They sang a little bit of the musical, Is This Real?
Oh, it's real.
It's real.
All right, so I want to know, and I'm sure you do as well, was that blanket in her bag?
I hope so. That's like her blanket now. Come on.
She's like Linus now.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty much.
So
It was time for Julie's interview with Audrey.
she was the first trans on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I am thrilled that they accepted her on the show. I didn't see much backlash at all, like in the general public outside of the
No,
house.
I'm like proud
Yeah.
of everyone for being accepting. Like, that was awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, playing Big Brother was harder and different than she expected.
I feel like that's usually the case.
I think that's for
says.
everybody, yeah.
That's what everybody says.
She played too hard.
Yeah, like way too hard.
All right, so I was surprised too the goodbye messages were generally nice.
Well, Julie was like, are you ready for your goodbye messages? You want to see them? She was like, not really, but
I think she really enjoyed them.
I thought it was a nice sprinkling, so
I didn't think Shelley was all that sincere though.
I thought she was sincere. I feel like Shelley really did not want to be the one to get rid of Audrey.
But she wanted her gone.
Yeah.
That to me is not sincere. She thought Johnny Max was pretty funny. And
Well,
I did
yeah, it was great.
too. It was great.
Jason was all, this is for Day.
Hey, that's to be expected. Steve had a nice message.
Steve's message was so sweet.
He seems like a nice boy.
Yeah.
You know? He
Yeah.
really does.
And Julie Chen was crying.
I didn't think Chen Butts could cry.
Oh, they can.
Aw.
They can.
Be careful, you'll arrest yourself.
All right, let's talk about this week's HOH competition. It's called Pop Till You Drop, and it's a good old knockout comp.
I'm so tired of the knockout comps.
Why?
Give me a damn endurance for
I
crying
like the
out loud.
knockouts because they kind of show where people are standing. Because, you know, you got to put up two people against each other. And I'm telling you, they're probably not going to do endurance again until after BOB's over. Because they're not going to have two competitions in one episode.
Well, that stinks. Unless
Sorry.
they should do teams like they did last season.
We'll see.
All right, so first up by random draw was Steve versus Jason.
Right, so this is the old listen to this song with lyrics about one of the competitions. You have to pick if it's HOH, BOB, or veto.
And poor Steve got knocked out.
Well, Jason, come on.
I know, but I mean, don't you remember what happened last time when Steve got knocked out on the first question?
Well, it happened again.
It's gonna be self-deprecating Steve all over again.
All right, next up, Johnny Mac and Austin.
Austin or Judas won?
Jackie and Becky.
Jackie won! She was on fire!
What was Jackie wearing?
I don't know.
I mean, it was fun, but what? All right, so then Jackie chose for Liz and Vanessa to face off, and Vanessa won that one. Liz meaning Julia, by the way.
Right. And then,
Jackie versus Meg.
Yep.
Jackie prevailed again.
What the hell, Jackie? Austin versus James. James was totally making wild guesses the
He
entire
was going
time.
for the I'm gonna buzz in immediately strategy, and it paid off at first. He got that question right. He moved on. Vanessa versus Clay.
Vanessa was on point tonight. She beat out Honey Butt.
Yeah. So for the first HOH slot, it came down to James and Jackie, and James again went for that quick answer.
But he was wrong this time.
So that means that Jackie is the first HOH of the week.
By default.
Mm-hmm.
Then Vanessa versus Jason for the second slot. And I was so hoping that Jason was going to win HOH because I didn't want to see Vanessa win again.
Yeah.
But she ended up winning.
All right, so 2 HOHs this week, Vanessa and Jackie. But that's not it, guys. There was a special treat this week.
It's Britney Haynes.
Yay!
Britney's back, bitches.
Love Britney. This was so exciting.
They showed a picture of her 2 beautiful daughters.
So cute. Yeah.
And then Julie was asking her, you know, what do you think of the season? She effing loves it.
She does. I follow her on Twitter. She's really into it. Great commentary, as usual.
The characters are amazing, Julie. You mean the people in the house?
No.
Alright, so she loves Jason. She likes Vanessa as a player. I guess not as a person.
I guess. And duh, Johnny Mac.
Who doesn't love
Come
Johnny
on.
Mac? And what about the twin twist? She's surprised.
I have to say, I agree with her, because you would think when people found out about it, they would be like, we gotta separate them, we gotta get rid of them. But no. They're like, yeah, let's keep them in the game. Let's bring in another person.
They're welcome. They have amnesty. Alright, so one snuck in.
Yeah.
Alright, so pick to win. Vanessa, of course. Shelley or Clay, one of them, but not both. And a floater.
Possibly a floater, like Jackie or something. You never
Julie
know.
peed her pants when she heard Floater Jackie.
Yeah, because you know Julie is not a big fan of Jackie.
No, or floaters. Grab a life vest, Julie.
I would love to see Julie pull out that quote one day. Can you imagine Julie doing impressions of the house guests?
I would love it.
Imagine Julie doing a Johnny Mac impression.
She's not programmed for that yet.
No. The technology will come.
She needs an update.
Okay.
Alright, kids, let us know what you thought. Who would you like to see remain
Who's your
HOH?
target this week?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Tell us everything. Everything.
Not everything.
About the game. Till next time.
Much love.
Edit.